So it's effectively a fun day. We're doing various fundraising for Monitors for Kids throughout the year, but this is the first one. It's starting at 11 in the morning, finishing at 4. We've got entertainment for the kids. We've got cookie and candies, children's entertaining, doing a magic show. We've got Unity Dance, doing a dance thing. There's going to be crafts, face painting, cakes, the lot, and bouncy castles. Of course, you can't not have bouncy castles. So it's going to be a really fun day, and we're really, really delighted to be supporting Monitors for Kids for it. They're going to have a presence there as well, so we'd really love it if as many people could come down as possible. Tickets are £5 per person, but you can just pay on the door as well. So there's no need to. It's at HBN Primary School in Douglas, and I hope to see a lot of people there.
And it's great just being able to pay on the door, and then all the activities are free.
Yeah, so that's kind of the key thing, because we do sort of require adults to pay as well, but there's so much included for that price. I know, having a young child myself, that you go to these events and you end up paying so much money for like 5 minutes on a bouncy castle, and then another £5 to get your child's face painted, but everything's included. The only thing you'd have to pay for is food on
Wonderful.
top of that.
If the adults pay, does that mean they can go on a bouncy castle?
I'm afraid not.
I'm very small.
There is an age limit, I'm afraid. So, but if you come after hours, we might let you come and bounce on it for a bit.
You look so sad about that, Beth. Oh, no. I'm just intrigued to come back to Sam, because Sam, I want to know what your training regime is like and what it actually takes to compete at your level, because it must be pretty punishing.
Yeah, but it's quite weird because I really enjoy it. So, for example, in a training camp, we might be going up to sort of big numbers a week. So the last week in training camp was about 30 hours. We're up to 6 hours on a bike at a time. It's not often a rest day, but it at training camp it's a bit different because you get the chance to ride with your teammates. I mean, it's not like other sports where you train every week with your teammates. I see my teammates, apart from races, maybe once, twice a year, if that. So it's the chance to get there, learn skills, and ride together as you would in a race. So it's kind of getting ready for the races. But yeah, up to 30 hours a week, it's big commitment. I mean, like my last race, it was 9 days. It was 1,000 miles, 1,600 kilometers over the 9 days. It's punishing, but I mean, it's satisfying. I absolutely love it. And also, the team that I ride for, Team Novo Nordisk, is the world's first all-diabetic professional cycling team, so everybody on the team is diabetic. That makes life so much better. We have a mission. Not saying other people just ride the bike for riding the bike, but I do it because A, I love it, and B, we get this mission to inspire, educate, and empower all those around the world affected by diabetes. And around the world, there's about 430 million people who are affected by diabetes. And for me, it's one step at a time. So to be able to be involved with Monitors for Kids in the Isle of Man is change one person's life. I mean, it's so humbling to be able to affect one person with a smile, with just with something so simple, and bringing that all back to the Monitors for Kids. It was launched in June last year by parents of children with type 1 diabetes. Their intention is to raise £120,000 over 2 years to give all under 16s access to continuous monitors, which for me, to be able to put my name to be able to put my face to, is unbelievable. It's just something that I have such a passion, because I mean, if I had the technology that is available now when I was a kid, I mean, it would have made life that much easier. So to be able to help make life that much easier for other people now is part of the job, and that's part of my mission as what I want to do as well. So
you're quite an incredible ambassador, I think it's fair to say. Absolutely unbelievable. And in terms of inspiring the next generation of cyclists, I mean, I think we've had a couple of pretty good cyclists from the Isle of Man over the years. But, what is it about this place that really does churn them out?
It's never an easy ride. It's always windy. There's up and down. I mean, all my teammates are like, so we're going to go out for an easy ride, grab some coffee and cake, and it's like an hour and you're just riding on the flat, and here we don't have that. So for me, it's always hard. Even when it's easy, it's hard. So you're constantly, but whenever anyone goes, "Oh, do you want to go and live in Spain?" I'm like, well, no, because just here is perfect for me. I love riding here, love training here, love seeing the people here. I mean, familiar faces everywhere. It's a nice break from professional cycling when I come back, and I can just relax into the Isle of Man. It's just where I want to be.
Our sports editor has been in touch to say you can't have Sam Brand on the programme and not ask him about the story about the Commonwealth Games road race.
Okay. Is that Chris?
I mean, I'm not going to divulge that, but yeah, his second name's Cave. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Oh, well, yeah, so Mum and Dad flew all the way to Australia to watch me. We were quite active at the start of the race as a team. I was crashed in 8K, I think. Then I had to chase back on. So I was chasing back on, and then I had a mechanical. I basically snapped my bike. I put the rear derailleur through the wheel for any bike people out there. But I then was on a hill, and I was like, my mum and dad at the finish line, is there anyone who could let me borrow a bike? And this guy just was like, oh, you can use mine. So I left my bike with him, took his bike and did a lap. Got to the start of finish, told mum and dad, but I'm the sort of person who won't stop until I'm told to stop. So I carried on. I got back to the hill, and then I got all these cheers from the local Aussies, about 300 of them on the top of the hill. So I got back to the start finish the next time. They said I had to withdraw from the race, so I did. And then I was lucky enough to get the opportunity to go back up and get my bike back. So we switched over, and it gave me a big smile to be able to show that I wasn't going to give up, but also that someone was willing to lend their pride and joy to me to allow me to continue my dreams. So that was really nice.
That was a fantastic story, because I think you spoke to Chris not long after that happened, and that was some pretty good audio there from the Commonwealth Games. And just finally, I mean, you've got fairly sporty parents, really. So I mean, they've just encouraged you in everything you do.
Yeah, no, they've it's all because of them is where I'm at now, basically. They're in the studio, so I have to say that. But yeah, I mean, I couldn't do anything without them. They've given me not only the support, but also all the tools that I needed. If there was never really a problem, I mean, I gave them a pretty hard time sometimes, but they have always stuck there, giving me the ability to chase my dreams. I mean, they put me through uni for 4 years, and I got a degree, and then I come back and say, I want to be a professional cyclist, and like, oh, here we go. But they helped me, they supported me, they got me out of the house for another 18 months and I'm living in America, so that was all right for them. But no, I couldn't do any of this without them, and it means the world to have them push me.
Oh, Ali.
That's lovely, isn't it?
That's all right.
I have to say though, sport is the answer to everything. It really helps the mental attitude, and just because you have diabetes or other illnesses as well, it shouldn't stop you getting out and doing something, even if it's just for leisure.
Brilliant.
Do it.
Justine, just remind us of the fundraising details of Kidtopia coming up.
So it's 11 a.m. to 4 p.m. Sunday, 10th of Feb, so next weekend. And it's £5 a ticket. It's up at HBN Primary School. Hope to see everyone there.
I'll get told off if I don't take this chance to mention sort of the difference between type 1 and type 2, because it is a really big difference. I mean, they're labelled both as diabetes, but there is a significant difference. Type 1 diabetes, which I have, is autoimmune, so I can eat cake and I can eat and drink what I want. I just have to monitor everything that goes in. So lifestyle is sort of the type 2 diabetes, which is more older age, but just for type 1 diabetes is this situation with the young kids. So it's no one's fault. It's not self-inflicted. So to be able to help a group of people who need that help is what we're doing here. So no, thank you.